Here we are.
Here we are.
Last video of the Camino. We are not on the Camino.
We are shooting this from London.
Sunny old London. Look at how nice out it is today. It's a beautiful day here in central London. And we have been done for a couple weeks with the Camino. We have a couple more hiking videos coming to you guys real soon. But before we do this last Camino video as we head into Santiago, which we're really excited to share with you, it's a really great trip. Yours truly got a little sick.
A lot sick.
I got super sick.
Super sick.
And it lasted for a while. It was probably a combination of sunstroke, we got a heat wave, food poisoning.
Yeah, or some sort of seafood situation.
It was bad. It was very bad for the first day and a half, and then it kind of kicked off for a couple days, but then it came back with a vengeance. I ended up being sick all the way up to Edinburgh, Scotland, and I was down for a week.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, though, it turned out as seafood sick, like, you know,
seemed like that's what it
sunstroke
was.
sick, but then it ended up being
Throat.
sinus, lung, that whole situation.
So bad, in fact, that she started to get sick.
Then I got it, and
Then we had to go to a hospital.
Well, it wasn't a hospital, babe.
It was an emergency room.
Urgent care.
Urgent care, yeah. In any case, we had to go to the doctor. Doctor checked us out, gave us some much needed prescriptions.
Yeah.
And at this point, we'd like to mention a couple things that we learned about the Camino.
Yeah, so we have some advice, maybe like 3 big pieces of advice for traveling in general, but traveling, especially if you're going outside of the country. We thought we had number 1 covered, but we didn't. So number 1 is
Antibiotics.
always have antibiotics with you.
We have antibiotics. We had them. We either lost them en route somewhere in the last couple months on the road through France and Spain and England, or
we didn't bring them in the first place, but
we just forgot them.
I thought he had them.
I thought she had them.
And then when we needed them, they were nowhere to be found.
And you can't get any kind of antibiotics over the counter. So there was a problem there when I needed them.
Fortunately, in this situation, just in case, you know, you're in the UK, NHS is where you go, National Health Service.
Yep.
Walk into an urgent care. We were told quite a few things. Call this number, it costs a bunch of money, la la la, this, that, and then whatever. It ended up being that if you just walk into an urgent care, all emergency care in the UK is, guess what?
Free. So
the visit, the drugs, everything.
They didn't need IDs from us. They didn't need nothing.
Nothing.
So that worked out well. Second thing, in addition to carrying antibiotics with you when you can, at all possible.
Hold on, can I revisit the antibiotic thing for just a second?
Oh yeah, let's not finish that. Yeah, let's keep going.
You may be wondering, oh, how do I get antibiotics? You know, I just don't have them laying around the house. So there's really easy ways to do that before you leave on your trip, wherever you're going. 1, if you have a doctor, just tell your doctor where you're going and that you would like some travel antibiotics, and they'll be like, cool, I'll send the prescription in, you get it, and you go. If you don't have a doctor, you can do something very simple by just going to the health department in the town you live in and tell them you're traveling and you want travel antibiotics. They'll also probably tell you what vaccines you need for whatever area of the world you might be traveling to. Tell
them if you're allergic to antibiotics.
Easy, super easy to do. And yeah, okay, now we can move on to number 2.
Number 2, pretty simple. Know the customs and the culture of the place you're going. Something we learned in Spain that we knew a little bit about, but we didn't realize it was going to kind of trip us up a little bit, which is siesta. Siesta time generally is about 2 in the afternoon till sometimes 7, 7:30, 8, even 9, which means nothing in many towns is open. Bigger cities, not such a big deal, obviously, but in the smaller towns, which is what a lot of the Camino, the French way that we hiked, which is the way we went, nothing's open. And if you haven't had any food before 2 o'clock and everything closes, you're out of luck till that night.
Sometimes even noon. Like you get to where you're going.
It depends on the place. Yeah, it's very personal.
You can't, not even a grocery store. So you're like, shoot, I didn't have breakfast and now I'm hungry and nothing's open till 7:30. So
or
like,
8
what the heck am I
or
gonna
9.
do? You know, you might be
so
able to, yeah.
Basically, we had some bars with us left over from the Appalachian Trail. We carried some bars with us and we made do, and we got hip to it pretty quick. And so we were always prepared after that first week or 2. But a couple days really struggled because there was nothing nowhere for any reason. So
also,
it's always a challenge when you're learning those things, but pay attention and make sure that you have what you need before everything closes down.
Yeah, and back to the food thing. So also a piece that I would recommend about the food is, like, you know, they say study the language where you're going to be going, and that is certainly important. But I would say more than anything, study the food menus of where you are going so that you know what you are ordering when you go into the restaurant. Because a lot of places, yeah, English isn't a problem and it's like great. But other times you don't know what you're ordering and you want vegetables and there's not a vegetable to be found. Or you order what you think is steak and it doesn't look like steak when it shows up or whatever. So wherever you're traveling, you know, and if you're really somebody who has, you know, food, thanks, bring food with you. There are plenty of camping meals that you can carry and just not bring that extra pair of pants or shorts or socks or whatever, and just have food with you to make sure that you have food. Because if you don't keep your nutrition up, you will get sick.
Protein is crucial.
And what was the third thing?
I didn't think there were three things. When you said three, I was like, I don't know what the third is, but she's going to come up with it because she said three.
I don't know. Maybe we'll revisit that. But
we hope you enjoy this video.
Yeah.
We sure enjoyed the last couple of days, even though I got really sick that first day. It was beautiful coming into Santiago. It did go into a heat wave, which was really nice. Having some hot weather going into the Santiago there.
I know three was.
Oh, okay. Here we are. Three.
If you end up being super hot from sunstroke, don't jump into a cold river that's next to a cow field.
I am such a water sign, man. I went straight for that water. That's next to a cow field, yeah. Not like I drank the water. I just jumped in and jumped out, but it was definitely not the wisest move when it was 85 degrees to jump into an ice-cold river. Yeah. So anyway, those are the three, the big ones. But we hope you enjoy this final episode of Take a Flippin' Hike, and then we'll jump right into our next little jaunt, which is right here in jolly old England.
Jolly old UK. We've had fun for the past
Hadrian's
week.
Wall.
We'll share that with you before we close out season 2. So
yep.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Getting a little hot out.
A little hot out.
We are almost there, though. There's the city of Santiago. That's about 4 kilometers away. It's quite the crowd on the trail today, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Lots of pilgrims.
We just stopped at the last stamp.
The last chapel. They were giving out communion and all kinds of fun stuff, so everybody was satisfied. It's a very hot day. A lot of people going into the city, like I said, and we're almost there. Good morning, or almost morning.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, yeah. Here we are in Santiago, taking a day off. It is a beautiful day.
It is hot, and we did
very
not
hot
hike
again.
today, because guess what? We're done.
That was it. But a little follow-up video here. We're going to send you guys out to the coast. We're going to go out to Finisterre, which is on the Atlantic Ocean.
Lighthouse at the end of the world.
Yep. And no hiking today, a lot of walking. But we'll just give you a big tour of the city. We're going to do a whole slideshow here with some authentic music.
We're going to go in the cathedral.
Hey, look, it's Dave Grohl.
At some point.
Just kidding.
And we're going to go in the cathedral, and we're going to go in the museum. So maybe we'll give you some shots of that here.
It's Sunday, April 14th, 2024. And enjoy the following slideshow. Here we go.
Well,
here we are.
Well, we made it.
We're so close, and then we were so far.
So that behind us is the Atlantic. And
This is the end of the trail, the end of the
we
way.
walked all the way across Spain. So
500 miles.
Crazy town. Here on the west coast of Spain, which is the Atlantic. Pretty cool.
It's quite the adventure.
Oh.
Wasn't the same as the AT, it was his own thing. It's very quiet out here for
very quiet.
such a massive ocean. We're used to a roaring sea in the west.
There's a little protected bay over there called the Galician Bay.
Yep.
There's the infamous back of the lighthouse.
Yep.
And yeah,
We did it.
we did it.
This is the point right there. Where that lady's sitting right there. So, that's the end of our Camino de Santiago videos. It was challenging. It was much more challenging than we thought.
It was challenging in some interesting ways.
Yes.
We can elaborate that when we chat with y'all in person.
But it was very special.
But it was a good walk.
Thank you so much to everybody that watches all these videos and sends comments and support. All our friends and family, and those of you who we've never met that just watch our videos. Really love you guys, and we love sharing it with you. So get ready for season 3, which is going to be, should I say it? Tasmania. No, just kidding. It's not Tasmania. I'm not sure where it's going to be.
Well, we might follow up with a video or two next week. We're going to go up to the UK and walk Hadrian's Wall for a week.
Yeah, so stay tuned for
Stay
Scotland.
tuned for that. Don't hang up
Coming
yet.
up.
But
We're hitting you up live from Hexham. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.